Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. So are you hungry for something new? Let's try these crispy fried meatball and cheese risotto rice balls. Risotto balls are often done just with fresh mozzarella cheese. This has meat in it and a little bit of vegetables and some fresh mozzarella cheese. Made a little bit different, but it's quite a treat. Before we start, just to let you know that my recipe books are available on Amazon, and I have provided a quick link in the description below this video. And without further ado, we'll get right to making today's recipe. The recipe amounts today will make approximately 2 dozen. So we'll start by partially cooking some frozen peas. You'll need about 1/4 cup of these, and just lightly steam them for about 10 minutes. Drain them and set them aside until we're ready to use it. Okay, so you're going to need some rice. Altogether, you'll need about 4 packages. I'm using Ben's Original, and I'm using the Risotto. It's a mushroom flavored one, as well as the white sticky rice. Cook them in the microwave according to the package directions. Once your rice is cooked, set it aside in a cool spot to cool down completely. Next, we'll put together the meatballs. So we'll place about 1/2 pound of lean ground beef into a large mixing bowl. And we'll add about 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And also 1/2 teaspoon of both black pepper and salt. Use a large frying pan, and we'll go ahead and melt about 1 tablespoon of butter. We'll need to chop up a sweet onion, and we'll use probably about 1/2 cup of this. And you'll place those chopped onions into the butter and saute them. So we'll chop about 1/4 cup of red bell pepper and add that in with the onions and saute that together. Once they are lightly browned and slightly translucent, we'll just put them into the meat mixture and mix that in. I'm going to add the cooked peas to the meat mixture as well. And then go ahead and mix that in until it starts to cling together and you can actually make little mini meatballs. We'll use the same frying pan that we fried the onions and peppers in and place it on over medium-high heat and make your little mini meatballs. Place them in the hot frying pan. And we'll just fry them long enough to start to brown them up a little bit on the outside. They'll continue cooking when they're put in the hot oil inside the risotto ball. I just like to give them a good start and have them mostly cooked in the pan so that they have some flavor. Of course, once one side is browned, you turn it over and brown the other side. And this only takes a few minutes. I will put a lid on it to make sure that the internal temperature increases and it cooks through a little bit. Okay, so these are looking pretty good. I think we'll lift them off onto a plate and get them to cool off so that we can work with them. Okay, so next we'll prepare some ingredients that we'll be able to dredge these in. Probably need about 1 cup of all-purpose flour, somewhere between 2 to 4 eggs by the time you're done, and then probably about 1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. Set that aside until you're ready to use it. Place some canola oil in a heavy bottomed pan. The canola oil needs to be about 3 inches deep. Now don't turn that on until you're ready to heat the oil. One more ingredient to prepare. It's fresh mozzarella cheese. You'll need to slice that into about 1/2 inch. Depends how much you want of the mozzarella. So between 1/2 inch to 1 inch cubes. If you like lots of cheese, add more. It's nice to bite into those risotto balls and have a nice stringy cheese that comes from it. Now that we have our ingredients ready, turn your oil on and heat it up to 350 degrees. Now your rice that has been cooked should be cooled off completely by now. Okay, so let's put together the risotto balls. Pinch off some of your rice, shape it into a disc, and add your meatball and your cheese, and then shape the rice around the outside of it. Squeeze it until it's nice and firm like that, and you've got your ball. And no matter what type of rice you are using, the two that I have mentioned are probably the easiest ones to shape because they're a little bit sticky and lots of starch. So whether it's a white rice or something that's been flavored, doesn't really matter, long as it works and you can get it to shape in a disc and then go around the ball like this. Now, one little trick I found is to keep your hands wet with water so that the rice doesn't stick to your hands, and it makes it a whole lot easier for the balls to stick together for you. Now I'm making up about 4 of these to get started because I like to fry about 4 at a time. If you put any more than that in the oil, it'll cool the oil off too quickly. Okay, so let's do our dredging so that we have that nice crispy coating on the outside. So there's a process on how to do this. It gets kind of messy, but lots of fun and well worth it. Okay, so I'm going to place the first one in some flour. That's all-purpose flour. We're going to coat the outside really, really well. Then quickly put it into the mixed egg. And then quickly over into the panko or the breadcrumbs. Make sure you've coated the outside really well with that. And then I place them over onto a clean plate. Okay, so now that I have the first 4 ready to fry, let's go ahead and do that. I've got the temperature of the canola oil at 350 degrees. I'm just going to use my fingers and drop them into the hot oil. And you hope that they'll float and not stick to the bottom, so make sure you have enough oil in there. If not, you need to kind of keep an eye on them anyway. Don't leave the oil while it's hot and cooking. And so you stand right by them. It only takes a few minutes for this, maybe 3 minutes or so, for this to cook and brown up. You want them nice and golden on the outside, and I use a spoon to turn them as I need to. So you want your oil at that temperature, 350. It might go down just a little bit when you place the balls into the hot oil, but that's okay. You want them to fry up and be in the oil long enough to melt the cheese. Now there you have it, and you just keep repeating that process till you get them all done. While you're doing it, you'll have to wash your hands frequently, but it is well worth it. Look at this. Now you put it together with your favorite sauce. Mine happens to be plum, but you can use marinara, you can use plum, or you can use honey mustard. Or if you have another sauce that you prefer, that's great too. The other thing that you can do is you can add a little zap to these. If you want it to have a little heat, you can add to your meatballs. You're mixing them, you can add hot sauce, you can add cayenne pepper, you can add whatever it is that you think you would like to have in it to add a little heat. You can also have a little Parmesan cheese on the side that you can add onto each bite. So there you have it, something really good to have for a treat, or you can even make a meal out of these. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching Best Recipes with Sharon, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Until next time, happy eating. Now go make some.